What's up guys, this is Sunny back with another video. Today real quick I'm going to share with you guys one of the products I received from Gamdias. So basically I asked Gamdias to send one of their RGB power supply so I can test and share with you guys. So they were nice enough to send me one of their review samples. So the only thing I cannot show you guys the retail box because this power supply came in a brown box. Like I said, it's a review sample. Now the exact model we have here, Gamdias Astrape P1750G. So this power supply is a gold rated power supply, and I personally like gold rated power supply because I don't like buying cheap power supply and use that cheap power supply with my high-end PC, because most of the time if the power supply goes bad it will take down your graphics card, motherboard, CPU, everything. And I would highly recommend, please do not take risks with cheaper power supply. Go with at least 80 plus bronze, 80 plus gold. Spend enough money on the power supply because that power supply is really needed. Now today real quick guys, I'll test this power supply for you guys and see how this thing performs, and also I'll stress this power supply under full load. We'll see how loud is the fan and also how much watt this power supply pull from the wall. One thing I really like about this power supply, because it does come with all black cables. Also this power supply is fully modular, so you can disconnect all the cable or add the cables you need, so you can really make your build look really nice and neat. So let's see what this thing comes with. Alright, so we have the Gamdias Astrape P1750 watt 80 plus gold power supply right here. Now if you look at the rail real quick, so you guys can see under 12 rail plus you have 62.5 amps, so that's really good. And also maximum output power 750 watt, and also total power is 750 watt. So you can really push this power supply all the way up to maybe 700 watt, and you will definitely get a good efficiency out of this power supply. Here you have your motherboard 24 pin connectors right here, and then also on the top you get 4 SATA connectors here, and then you have your CPU 4 plus 4. So basically this power supply does come with 2 8-pin CPU connectors, and here you have your PCIe connectors for your graphics card. So this power supply is actually good for running, let's put this here, 2 graphics card, SLI or Crossfire. Now let's look at the back real quick. So back you will find silent switch here, and then RGB lighting bottom here. So with the RGB lighting bottom, basically you can control the RGB colors and stuff. And with the silent switch right here, if you turn it on, the power supply will be quiet, and if you turn it off, then basically the fan will be really loud. And then you have your on and off switch here and your main power connector. This power supply does come with 140 millimeter RGB fan. It looks really nice, and basically the design is really cool. It does have the vent here and also on the side, so I really like the design. Alright, so real quick let's just look at the cables, and after that we'll just plug this power supply to my AMD Ryzen build and we'll test and see how well this power supply perform. Now let's look at the cables real quick. As you guys can see, this power supply is fully modular, so it does come with all the cables. Whatever cable you need, you can add it. If you don't need something, you can just leave it on the side. Now this power supply doesn't come with a braided cable, but it does come with all black cable, so you don't have to worry about ketchup and mustard. Now here I have the 24 pin motherboard cable right here, all black, and then I have 3 SATA cable. Does come up to 8 SATA connector right here and 3 molecs, so you are fully covered. And then you have your CPU cable right here. So basically the CPU cable does come with 2 8-pin CPU connector. Okay, so let's put this way, if you have a Threadripper build, because some of the Threadripper motherboard does come with a 2 8-pin connector, so you are covered. Or also if you have a motherboard with a dual socket CPU, then you do need this 2 8-pin connector, so you are covered. Now here we have the graphics card PCIe cables. Total you have here 4 8-pin PCIe connector for your graphics card. So great for SLI or Crossfire. And then here you have your main power cable, and this one is 18 gauge. So yeah. Alright, so let's just install this power supply and show you guys how this power supply perform under idle and under full load. I just finished plugging the power supply to my AMD Ryzen build. I have a Ryzen 3 3200G CPU here and EVGA GTX 1070 with a 1080 cooler, so don't mind. And also I have 8 gigs of RAM here. And if you guys wondering which motherboard I'm using, that's a Gigabyte B450M DS3H motherboard. This motherboard is really good. Alright, and let me show you real quick the while idling how much watt system is pulling. So currently only pulling 38 to 40 watt while idling. Alright, so basically we'll stress the power supply with superposition benchmark. Alright, and so back of the power supply you guys can see there is a silent switch. So if we turn off the silent switch, you guys will hear the power supply noise. So you guys can hear. Now if we turn the silent switch on, now you don't basically hear anything. And then you have your RGB bottom here. If you just click on it, it will change color. Alright, different colors. I like this rainbow mode. So let's just start the superposition benchmark. All right. Now we are pulling. We are still pulling only. Okay, right now we're going up 148, 160, 189. So currently we are pulling from the wall 185 watt, well 193 watt while running superposition benchmark. And I really don't hear the power supply. Yeah. So I have the shotgun microphone right top on the camera, and I'm like 6 inch away from the power supply right now. All right. Graphics card is pretty quiet. Also the CPU is pretty quiet. And we are still pulling 190 watt from the wall. 191. We're still running the benchmark. Sorry, I don't have IVIS in my camera, so if you guys see a little shaky, I'm sorry. This power supply is really quiet. Maybe you guys are hearing the fan noise right now, because I have a stock AMD CPU cooler. Graphics card is not making that much noise either. think we are almost done with the superposition benchmark. And the score we have, if you guys are wondering, so 1080p extreme with Ryzen 3 3200G. It's a quad-core CPU without hyper-threading, and paired with GTX 1070 graphics card. Score we got 3339. Not so bad. Alright guys, let me know what do you guys think about Gamdias Astrape P1 750 watt gold rated power supply. Now I know this power supply will be slightly pricey. This power supply, most likely if you can find one, you have to pay somewhere maybe 100 and plus. So let me know what do you guys think. If you guys have any question, leave your question in the comment section. And if you want me to use this power supply in my upcoming build, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe and stay tuned. See you guys next one. Peace.